Okay, let me start this out by saying that I like Amazon. I buy lots of things from Amazon. I buy lots of things I need from Amazon. Amazon has great deals on toilet paper and paper towels. And a lot of times I get things from Amazon for less than I'm gonna spend at Walmart or another store. And they deliver it to my door and they do an amazing job. So I am not anti-Amazon. However, I am worried about what a lot of us do with Amazon, where we basically have handed Amazon's our wallets and we've given them our credit cards and our cash so that they can use whatever they want to do, and it is so easy for us to purchase. How many of you guys hop on Amazon and you're like, oh, maybe I don't need to? If you had to go walk to your car, would you purchase that thing you just bought on Amazon? If you actually had to like walk out to the store, would you buy that thing that is on Amazon? I do think Amazon has great deals, so this is not about this. This is about controlling our family finances. So yesterday I wrote up a blog post. You can click the link in the video if you want to read the blog post and learn more about the money challenge. We're going to be doing Finance February. We'll be doing our money workshop on February 15th. I want to talk through the method behind what I think happens to a lot of us with Amazon. Now, like I said, I love Amazon, but I don't like sticking my money in their boxes and not really thinking about what I'm doing. You can't hear. Is it not working? Is the hearing not working? Let me see if the hearing's working. Somebody, Roberta said, so Amazon is going up on the price of Prime, which is which is a pain. They are going up on Prime. I will tell you that I think they do an amazing job, and I am not against them at all. Are y'all able to hear? I hope you're able to hear. But I just feel like it's really easy for us. It's not working. Maybe it's not working. Is the audio working? You can hear me. Thank you, Carmen. Okay, so I understand why Amazon's going up on prices. Y'all, as a person who runs a business, prices are going up on everything. I think our temptation, though, is just to hand Amazon all of our money and say, here you go, Amazon. Just have my credit cards, have everything in your account. So I'm going to talk through 5 things I want you to do before you spend money on Amazon. For the people who are curious about what's going on with Amazon, they are upping the price on Prime shippings or Prime memberships. So I think it was $119 before. I believe in March it's going up to $139. Again, shipping in the whole wide world is going up. The reality is things just cost more money. So I don't think Amazon is a terrible company for charging more. If you use them and it's worth it for you. But, and it also depends on what season you're in. I'm a full-time working mom from home. Amazon delivers things. For me, I save money because if I walk into Walmart, I'm going to spend more money. So there are benefits to things at Walmart or to Amazon. However, when you take your wallet and your hard-earned money and you stick it in Amazon's bucket and you just go spend, that's not awesome. So I want to talk about some things that I want you to do as you're working on your finances this month. You can get the money planner. You don't have to get the money planner. You can just write this stuff down. Grab a notebook and pencil. We're going to walk through it real fast. And I'm on the wrong page, so I'm going to turn to the right page. So I am on page 30 of the money planner. And I want to talk about a couple things that you need to think about before you go buy something from Amazon. Number 1, what is your big financial goal this month? What's your big financial goal? I want you to tell me right now, what is your one financial goal today that you're like, if I could do that, I would feel better about my life? Tell me what that is. For us, in those early days, a lot of times it was just to be able to pay off a student loan. We had a ton of student loan debt when we started out, and that was a big deal. So that was our big financial goal. If I wanted to pay off my financial goal and I saw a cute pouch like this one on Amazon, if I just handed in Amazon my money, I love this pouch. It's a fantastic pouch. There's nothing wrong with this pouch. But if my long-term financial goal is to pay off a student loan debt and I don't have the $12 to spend on this because I can spend it towards my student loan debt, I need to know what is my one biggest financial goal. Then the next thing you want to think about is who is going to benefit because you're working towards that financial goal. So what's your big financial goal and who's going to benefit? Most likely, your family is going to benefit from your finances. And I was thinking last night about this, and when I wrote the blog post, I was thinking, who really does benefit from us taking care of our finances? Here's the thing. How much more freely can you give to others around you? If someone has a crisis and you have enough money in your account, how much more are you not anxious about how am I going to spend enough money? It helps you when you have enough money to just not be worried about it. So you can just say, hey, somebody needs a meal. I've got enough money in my bank account to go buy some chicken so that I can do something for them. It blesses so many people when you're not stressed about your finances. Then the next thing is, what are you most excited about your financial future? Y'all, I love Amazon. I love having nice things. I am not against having good, nice, beautiful things. But I want financial freedom along the way. And I can tell you, I remember when we had no money and it felt yucky to go to the grocery store. I remember, and some of y'all will remember this, there were 3 stories. I told my friend Jamie, maybe I'm the only girl who did this. 3 things that I used to do. Number 1, I would wonder if I could buy the VO5 89-cent shampoo because we didn't have enough money. And so that would stress me out. Number 2, I still, to this day, I feel really crazy that we can afford enough toilet bowl cleaner to go under each bathroom sink in our house. I used to buy one for the whole house, and then I would run around the whole house and use that toilet bowl cleaner in every single one because we couldn't afford to buy 3 toilet bowl cleaners at the same time because it was too much for our money, our budget. And then I remember being jealous of the girls who could buy Pampers at Kroger because to me that was the wildest splurge ever because I was always buying the store brand at Target or Walmart, and I was getting the junky Loves. Not that Loves are bad diapers at all, but you know there's a difference between a Loves and a Huggies. So I remember what it felt like to not have the money that other people did, and now on the other side of that, feeling like we have control of our finances, I just want you to have control. So today when you go out to spend from Amazon, if it's something you need, if you need toilet paper and Amazon has a great deal on toilet paper, that's why I love when we post toilet paper deals because I want to get you a best price on toilet paper all day long, and if I can make it so that it's easy and shipped to your house, I am all for that. But I don't want you to hand to Amazon all your money. I don't want you to hand them all your money. I don't want you to stick your wallet into their system. I don't want you to do that and do that without any thought over what you're doing. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm gonna read through your comments super fast. You use cloth diapers. Debbie, you are amazing. So we're gonna be doing a money workshop on February 15th. We have a money planner. You can click the link in the video and find out all about Finance February if you do wanna know about that. Let me read your questions. The worst was putting groceries back with having kids at the store. Kim Haney said, the worst was putting groceries back while having kids at the store and not having enough money. Oh, Kim, I remember that. And you know what? I will say, Kim, let me tell you something. I think you modeled for your kids something so beautiful then. I even did that with Reagan just the other night. We were going to check out and she was like, Mom, can we just grab like an extra, some gum or something? And I was like, you know what? Our kids don't need to buy something at the last checkout every single time. It's you are teaching your child when you put that thing back that your money is worth it. They are learning this is how we handle finances. And I don't think, so I know that isn't a fun experience. It feels yucky, but what a beautiful model you were for your kids. And you can read more about that. Fiddy says she loves Amazon. However, she researches the best deal. That's what I think. And that's what we do. Like a Passionate Penny Pincher, that's our goal. We definitely are going to tell you Amazon deals. So I'm not going to tell you, we're not going to post about Amazon, but it is really important to me that if something is cheaper somewhere else, and it's fairly easy. Like I'm not going to tell you, well, we'll tell you about the deals at CVS where you can get free stuff and great crazy deals all day long. But we'll also, like if it's free at CVS, but you have to jump through 82 hoops, or it's $2 at Amazon, we're going to give you both options because I think that's reasonable. Good morning. Is there a blog post about updating your finances to accommodate higher mortgages after building a house? We don't have a blog post specifically on that, but we do about finance, about money in general. You buy store brands. Oh my gosh, store brands will save you. I buy store brands all day long. It will save you so much money. If you purchase the money planner in years past, yes, you can come to the workshop on February 15th. We will be sending you out an email with all the information about that. Amazon usually has the best prices. You guys, Amazon does have the best prices on so many things. So I think it's okay. I just don't think you want to, just remember when you buy from Amazon with that one click and it's like, boonk, bought, boonk, bought, boonk, bought. When you buy those things so fast, just remember you're letting Amazon control that. So really think, if I was at the grocery store, do I really need that thing today? I would just encourage you to do that. Make a list in Amazon once a week. Oh, Tina said, I love that. She said, make a list once a week and see if you still need it. Tina, can we just talk about this idea? Because I heard the best idea about shopping on Amazon or online. Set a limit. Buy on Amazon only on Saturdays or whatever day. Pick one day a week. You can buy what you need online or wherever, but choose one day a week to do all your purchases. And that makes you think for 6 days. And this is one thing I want to think for 6 days about whether or not you really need that. Now, I want to tell you one other financial thing you can do that will really help you out. Okay, mamas, are you ready? This is a biggie. I want you to think before you go purchase that thing on Amazon. So whatever it is, here's your one thing, girls, you can do this. I want you to think, in 1 year, will I be glad I bought that? Now, on clothes, that's hard. Like in a year, are you gonna be super excited about that sweater you bought? I don't know. I'll tell you, I got this tank on Amazon. I bought it a year ago. I'm still really thankful. Every time I wear this tank, I'm like, I like that tank and I feel cute in it. And that's fine. But there are certain things, honestly, most of the things we post on Passionate Penny Pincher are things that I'm like, I really like this little pouch. It's not a bad thing. And in a year, I'll probably be glad I have it because it organizes my stuff well. So it's not bad, but you really need to think, in a year, am I gonna be thankful I bought this? And I think more than even Amazon purchases, this applies to Chick-fil-A and Starbucks. In a year, will you look back on today and say, man, I'm so glad I got that caramel macchiato. It tasted so yummy. Will you in a year say, I'm so glad we drove through Chick-fil-A a year ago because that changed my whole life? If instead in a year, you can look back and say, oh my gosh, I saved $30 from Chick-fil-A on February 2nd of 2022. And now we have financial freedom and we paid off a student loan. If you can say, I didn't buy the $10 caramel macchiato, and I love caramel macchiatos, you guys, I'm not against Starbucks, I'm not against spending, I'm not against that. But I do want you to really think about every time you spend something, what is your decision? And I will tell you, as somebody who came from a family of big spenders and not even that, big spenders and not big makers, who struggled some with their finances. My husband is the opposite. And my husband, every dollar I spend, you guys, every light I turn on, every time I have the air conditioning on, he walks through the house. Do you need that air conditioning? Do you need that light? Is that what we really want? And because of that, because of 25 years of every time I spend something, he'll be like, did you need that? Did you really need that? So I have a little voice in my head saying, Laurie, chill, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. And that has helped. A lot of us haven't grown up with that, but I want to encourage you today that how you model your finances for your kids is going to train them up. And I will say on the other side of that, if you've seen bad finances from your family, I maybe have seen that some, and so I get that. And I think I learned so much from seeing the other side and seeing this is what it looks like when you don't take care of your finances. So I was motivated to have, this is what it looks like when you do. So I was really lucky. I came from a family who probably who struggled financially a lot. And I think that's fair to say. Like, I'm always very cautious because I don't want to say anything wrong. I came from a family who struggled with their finances. Let's just say money was not easy for them. I married someone whose family was very middle class, very, my husband's dad was an engineer, his mom stayed home, like very normal people. They were wise with their finances, wise people with their finances. So I had the benefit of seeing this is what this looks like when you never have enough money, and then marrying someone who saw this is how to manage your finances. So I got really lucky. Like, I feel like I got handed the best set of cards anybody could ever have. If you haven't been handed that, basically, and this is like, you can do this in a notebook on your own. We are writing blog posts for this. You do not have to buy this planner, y'all. You do not. We have blog posts written up for you. And you can even buy it. The PDF files are like $16.95, and you can come to the workshop. So it's $16.95. And you get all the notes that are in this, you'll get sent them in a PDF file. So they're fantastic. You can click the link and learn more about that. Everything that my husband and I have done from day one, I kind of put into this book because this is like all the things that just have been super valuable to him. So the one thing I will tell you that his grandfather did and his dad did, and we put in the workbook that I think is like the most valuable thing ever, is the Net Worth Worksheet. So every single year since 1997, because we've been married for a long, 1996. We got married in 96. So starting in January of 1997, we would every January write down our net worth, and we would add up all of our assets, and we would deduct all of our liabilities. And when we would say, okay, this is what our net worth is. And so we would figure it out. And it has been fun. When we go back, we have a big spreadsheet now for 25 years, and James's dad did it and his grandfather did it. And I'm telling you what, it's a game changer. So I want to be able to hand that to you in a beautiful packet of things. The money planner does also include, like I said, the workshop, some budgeting envelopes. It doesn't include the pouch. It does include the budget envelopes for you to put cash in. But I really, more than anything, I want you to think today, where can I save in my finances? What do I really want to buy? I'm going to tell you, Passionate Penny Pincher posts 1 million deals a day. We are a deal blog. That's how we started, trying to find you guys the best deals. If you need the deals we post lots of deals on things you need because I want you to save on the things you need. Don't buy things though if you don't need them. Okay, let me read your comments real fast. Fran, MC Dazzle, I love MC. She just said financial freedom feels priceless. You guys, she is so right. My dad once said, and well, I'm not gonna say a whole lot. I will just say, he made the comment once that if it can be fixed with money, it's really not a problem. And I thought, that has stuck with me all along. If you have a medical crisis, that can't be fixed with money. If you have a medical stuff, honestly, is the biggest one ever. But if you have a financial crisis, there are ways to make more money. There are ways to save more money. It can be fixed. This is a fixable. This is in our control. This works. We can do this. And so I want to encourage you to do that. Vale says, make an Amazon wish list and go back and look periodically. I love that. Deb says her husband worked hard for you to have things we wanted. He didn't have much growing up. I love that, Deb. That's so, I can't read the rest of your comment, but that's amazing. Do you do cash only? Okay, so cash only. Let's discuss that. We no longer do cash only. We do debit card. We do cash for groceries, eating out, and our kids' stuff. We try to. We do use our debit card now. I will tell you, if you are a person, we don't use a credit card ever. That's not true. We do use a credit card, but we pay it off every single month. The only person that I think should ever own a credit card, ever, never, is someone who pays it off every single month. If you one time in your life have left money on your credit card, please, please, please don't put money on your credit card because you cannot get it out. I got in credit card debt in college because I didn't know any better and it was yucky. And we, like I said, we had $50,000 of credit card and student loan debt, mostly student loan debt. Because a person, when I walked onto my college campus, handed me a credit card and I thought I could just buy everything. I didn't know. And then my husband was like, when we got married, he was like, oh no, we're not doing that. So use cash if you struggle with that. These envelopes come with the budget planner and let me show you. I think I have some stickers on them. They have stickers like grocery. They're really cute. Anyways, grocery, vacation, all of your stuff there. But what I would do is if you're using a debit card, take your receipts at the end of each day and put those in there and then you can tally them up really easily. Cash most time, ready to get back to the envelope system like you did in the beginning of your marriage. It works. Susan, and I don't know why it works. There's something about the psychology behind an envelope and using real cash. I don't understand it, but it does totally work. And don't forget to pay it off on time. Yes, you don't do credit. Tammy says she doesn't do cards. She hasn't for 15 years and don't miss them. I love that. Michelle says, I don't use the debit card. Credit card gives you cash back and yet pays off every month. Okay, then there is some value, you guys. If you have a credit card that you pay off every single month and you get cash back, I am not against that if you really have self-control. The problem is, not all of us have self-control. I didn't have self-control early on, so I needed to not have a credit card. But if you have self-control and you pay that credit card every month, there certainly are points, values in that. Carolyn is starting to use the envelope. I love that. Where did you get your envelope bag and what brand is it? It is I got it on Amazon, of course. I'm not against Amazon. I think I've got a link to it in my, in the post, in the comments, there's a link to it. You don't want to spend cash. You don't want to spend cash. I get that. And you can use debit card if you feel better with that. I would just encourage you, if you use a debit card, come home and put your receipt somewhere and write down what you're spending because it's so easy with a credit card or debit card to spend a whole lot of money and not even read it. You don't have enough for food bills after paid. Lori, Laurie just said, we don't have enough for food after bills are paid. First of all, Lori, bless your heart. I would just want to encourage you that where you are today is not where you always are going to be. I was in a thing even the other night. Where you are right now is not where you're going to be forever. If there is something you can scrimp on, could you maybe do a menu plan? Can you do a rice and beans budget? Can you really, really pare down things so that you're only eating the things that you truly need? Is there something you can do in your finances immediately? Is there any spending? Anything you can do to even gain back $10. I mean, whatever it is. After that, think about ways you can earn money. There are so many ways you can earn money from home. I started out blogging on a whim, thinking maybe you could earn a little bit of money from home. I will tell you, blogging is not a fast way to make money. So don't do blogging because it takes like years and years and years. So that's not a good one. But before I did that, I gave violin lessons to kids because I know how to play the violin. So I did violin lessons and I made $20 an hour. You could probably, maybe you have a skill. Can you babysit someone else's kids? There are always people who need some babysitters. So let me tell you, if you're a babysitter in today's economy, you're gonna make some money, even if you have to babysit along with your own kids. Could you bake some food for someone? Could you walk somebody's dog? Could you Uber drive? Is there a way to make some extra money? Because honestly, saving money is one side, and saving money is so valuable, but also you've got to make some money possibly if you don't have enough. So just really think about that. Like, where is a place that you might be able to earn some extra income? And I know that's hard. It's not easy. So I'm not going to tell y'all it's easy. We tried to do budgeting the other night, and I was trying to put together a budget for someone who has a $5,000 a month take-home budget. Phew! Depending on your mortgage or your rent, $5,000 doesn't go nearly, and a lot of you live on less than that, like $2,000 to $3,000 in take-home a month, or $3,000 to $4,000. And if you have car payments and a big mortgage or rent, it is hard. Think about what you can do to earn some extra money. Thank you so much, Susan. We are definitely going to be praying for Laurie and for anybody else in that situation, y'all. We want good for you. We want good for you. And read our budgeting posts. Start with our budgeting posts. Shipped in Instacart is a great way to make money. Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Help Me Too. Oh, I love that y'all are giving tips on how she can make some extra moolah. I love this. Y'all are the best. Uber Eats and DoorDash are a ton. I'll tell you what. I love when people find ways to hustle like that. So that definitely is an option one. Someone says be careful with debit card because sometimes you have to deal with fraud. The envelopes are for using cash only if you want to use just cash. And you can use it to keep up your debit card receipts. So those are definitely worth it. Use Secret Shop from her phone is legit. Interesting. I haven't heard of that. You're a single teacher and the money, Shelly says she's a single teacher and the money doesn't go far at all. It is hard, y'all. It is hard. Think about if there's any way you can earn a little extra money. Maybe tutoring. I don't know. Tutoring might be a great option. Some VIP kids, I can't remember the word. I think you have to have a teaching certificate to do VIP kids. Look that one up. That might be a good one if you're a teacher. Shelly says she does Shipped as her side gig. Liz hates budget the talk, but you have to have an idea where to start. Yes. Hi, Sarah in McAllen, Texas. So glad to see you this morning. Okay, I think I got through everything. Vicky said, I bought my $1,900 refrigerator with cash from her reward credit card. Good to know, Vicky. So there are ways to use a credit card if you're safe. Somebody said, Bridget's Kohl's account got attacked on Black Friday, or it looks like right after Christmas. Yeah. Amazon even has packages. I'm trying to read your comments too fast. Phyllis says, sell plasma. Oh my gosh, sell stuff. Thank you, Phyllis. You just made me think of it. Sell some stuff. Could you go through your house? Is there anything you don't really need? Is there anything you don't really want? Is there anything you could just go sell somewhere to give to somebody else? Y'all, there's some stuff you could probably sell in your house. And I sell locally normally through private Facebook groups. Like our local community has a lot of Facebook buy, sell, trade kind of groups. That's where I tend to sell my stuff. But if you don't have that, you could sell through a consignment store, all kinds of places to sell. It's called Secret Shop. It's legit. Okay, Shawana just said Secret Shop. So I think Shawana, I'm trusting you. I think you got it. Side gigs, yes, you were able to pay off a credit card. Y'all, definitely do that. Okay, so I think that's it. We're not against Amazon here, but I don't want you to give Amazon all of your money and not know what you are doing. Do not, every time you make a purchase, whether it's from Amazon or from Walmart or from Chick-fil-A or from Starbucks, really think, is this what I really want to do with my money? In 5 years, is that Chick-fil-A meal going to matter to me? In 5 years, is that extra sweatshirt that we didn't really need going to matter to me? What is really worth it? And for babysitting, oh my gosh, somebody just said the idea of babysitting. If you need a way to make money, I promise it's not easy and it's not fun. But I also think the flip side of that is that seeing the wins in your finances is such a motivator that you're like, when you can look back, this is the one thing. I'm gonna say one more thing because this is obviously where I'm in my wheelhouse here, y'all. I could talk to you guys for about 17 hours, so I will be quiet here shortly. But I have to tell you this. One thing that I worry for my kids, especially my youngest, because my older two kind of saw us when we didn't have a whole lot of financial issues as badly. I know because of my own background, I paid for my own college. I know what it's like to not have a whole lot. And I worry for my children, they're never going to necessarily see the same level. They're never going to have the perspective, I guess, that I have. So as much as I look back and those years were hard, and I was so jealous, y'all. I can't even tell you the level of jealousy I had as I would walk into other people's homes and see their beautiful homes and things pulled together, and I would open magazines, and I would get my Chadwick's. Anybody else get a Chadwick's magazine back in 1990 something? I would get the magazine, and we couldn't afford that stuff, and the jealousy and it was real. And that was before Instagram, that was before Facebook, that was before Pinterest. Like, it was hard. Choosing not to buy those things was tough. But seeing what we did because we chose to make those choices for 25 years, now I'm like, the victory is like the sweetest gift you will ever have. So if you are in that place, especially for, I think it was Laurie and a few other people who said, I just don't have anything, I just want you to know it's gonna feel so awesome when you see the other side. And the best gift I had in those early days is I had two sweet friends who were on this road with us together, kind of like they were just a little ahead of me. They were a little older than we were. And I remember they waited like a year to do their kitchen cabinets. Like they literally had no kitchen cabinets for a year because they couldn't afford to be cash with them. And I remember watching them and saying, they didn't have to have it right now. They could wait a whole year. And especially if you're young, you've got all the time in the world to make some money. If you're a little bit older, it's harder. I will say it's harder to wait now because I'm like, what if I don't make it till tomorrow? Who knows what's coming, you know? But I just want to tell you, your perspective is going to be so much more beautiful, and you are going to savor, even watching my husband's family. He has two sisters who are precious, and I love them. But and even my husband, every time I walk to the bathroom and I have enough Lysol toilet bowl cleaners for each bathroom and I don't have to run around the house to use one thing throughout the whole house, every single time I clean my toilets, I am thankful that I can afford 3 things of Lysol. Y'all, it is the sweetest gift. So I just encourage you that the perspective you have is gonna be fan-stinkin-tastic, and that is better than money can buy. So if you're in a season where you don't have enough, soak it up and be like, thank you, Lord. This stinks. I don't enjoy this, but I can't even wait to see the other side. Take care of your finances. If you want to learn more about the money budget workshop, you can click the link in the video. Like I said, you can use just a notebook and read through our stuff. You don't have to buy a single thing to do this. You can just watch the videos. If you want to come to the workshop and if you want to do the money planner, I do think they're super valuable. I think they're a great resource to use with your spouse. So stick with it. It is worth it. Y'all have an amazing day. I am super thankful for you. We will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.